Hello everyone. This is the video lecture to see the topic CSS3 from the first unit of Web Technologies. CSS means cascading style sheets. The style sheets represents the World Wide Web Consortium's effort to improve on the tag and attribute based style of formatting. So we can provide many styles to our web page with the help of this cascading style sheets. And this particular tag is used to define our style properties and attributes. The tag is style, and this is the common format of mentioning the style tag. Style type equal to, we have to mention like text slash css, and we have to list out the selectors. Selectors will have the property and value. Every line in style tag is called as a rule, and a style rule has two parts, selector and set of declarations. A selector is used to create a link between the rule and the HTML tag, and again the declaration having two parts, property and value. Property specifies the additional information, and value specifies the property value. So this is a coding example. We have mentioned various style attributes we have included to apply in our HTML web page. We have started with the tag style. Then we have applied the body background color. We have mentioned the color code. Then we have configured the color and text alignment of the heading field, heading inside the h1, that is our heading tag. The content present in our heading tag will be this particular style attribute will be applied to the content present in our heading tag. Similarly, font family, Times New Roman, font size 20px, these style attributes will be applied to the contents present in our p tag. And we have closed the style tag. Then there are three types of cascaded style sheets we can apply in our HTML coding. We can implement it in our HTML pages. They are the inline style attributes, style sheets, embedded style sheets, and external style sheets. Inline style sheet means it will mix content with presentation. To use inline styles, we use the style attribute in the relevant tag. So inside every tag where we want to include the style, we have to include the particular style in the relevant tag. So here, for example, inside the table, here we are creating one table. Inside the table header, we have applied the some of the style attributes like background color, etc. Similarly, within the table data, we have applied the style attributes like style equal to background color, gray, etc. So in the inline CSS, we have to mention the style properties with the particular tag inside of particular tags. So example, we are getting the web page like this by applying the previous style attributes in the table tags. Then embedded style sheet is used when a single document has a unique style. That is, initially we have to mention the particular styles so that style configuration will be applied to all the entire document. So this is the example of embedded style sheet. Here we have mentioned all the style attributes in the initially with the help of the style tag. Like we have mentioned the background color, and we have mentioned the style properties to the header tag, and we have mentioned the font size and style to the content of the p tag, so that the configured styles will be applied to the particular tags present in the body of the HTML coding, so that we will get the output like this. So already we have configured the header content. The header content is embedded style sheet is appearing in that particular color, and the background color is applied So this is called as embedded style sheet. That is, initially within the style tag we have to mention the entire style attributes. All that properties will be applied to the entire document. But in case of inline style sheet, we have to mention the style attributes under individual tags where we want to apply those particular styles. And external style sheets are the style sheets, and we have the separate files, we have the separate coding file with the various style configurations, and in our HTML file we have to include that CSS file, external file, so that all the style attributes available in that CSS file will be applied to our HTML document. For example, so we have to use the tag link to mention that, to include our CSS file. We have to start with the tag link. Following that, we have to mention the type and the href. With the attribute href, we have to mention our file name. For example, axtstylesheet.css. This is an example coding. This is a file, separate CSS file, external file, having defined with all the style characteristics, and this is our HTML file. In our HTML file, we have included the file extern.css under the link tag, so that all the style properties defined in the external file will be applied to our HTML file. This is an example for the external style sheet. Now we can see the advanced version of cascading style sheet level 3, which is called the CSS3. CSS3 supports several additional styling features we can apply to our web pages. So these additional features will be supported by all kind of modern web browsers. So the first feature is background feature, CSS3 background. There are many background properties are available that we can apply to our web pages. For example, background color, background image, background repeat image, background position. We can modify the position, background attachment. So we can apply all those properties. For example, in this example we have applied the background color to the particular text. In this example we have applied the background image. We can repeat the background image by applying the particular attribute in our HTML coding. So this is the output. This output showing we have repeated the background image. And similarly, another one important feature of the CSS3 is colors. So CSS3 has supported additional color properties like RGBA colors, HSL colors, HSLA colors, and opacity. RGBA means there are 4 parameters associated with RGBA: red, green, blue, alpha. We have to give the value for this 4 parameters. Accordingly, our background color will be changed. Then similarly, HSL means associated with 3 parameter values: hue, saturation, and lightness. We have to give the value for these 3 parameters. Similarly, HSLA means associated with 4 parameters: hue, saturation, lightness, and alpha. We have to we can vary the color options by giving different value to this particular parameters. Similarly, opacity is thinner paints need black added to increase the opacity level of our color. So in this coding showing how we have changed the different background colors to our HTML web page. Then shadows, we can apply the shadows to our text. Also we can apply the 2 kind of shadows are available: text shadow and the box shadow. So text shadow supports to add shadow effects to our text. Here is an example. We have applied the text shadow attribute and we have mentioned the particular value, so that we can get the output like this. So here the output showing how possible shadow options are there that we can apply to the text in our web page. Similarly, text is one of the feature. In the text we can mention some of the features like text to overflow, word wrap, word break. So the text consists of several options to change the value, change some of the alignment, etc. Like text align last, text emphasis, text overflow, etc. So text overflow means we can mention the overflowing of the text in a particular field in different ways, like clip, ellipsis. Clip means ellipsis means the ending will be dots will be present in the endings. Then transformations. These are the advanced features supported by CSS3. 2D transformations are used to rechange the element structures that translate, rotate, scale and skew. And there are many methods are available with a varying number of parameters to perform translation, 2D and 3D translations. Similarly, this is an output showing the translation of objects in our web page. And similarly, transition and animation options are there. We can do it in our HTML web page. Transition allows you to change the property values of an element over a given duration that you set. There are other properties that are associated: transition delay, we can mention the transition delay, duration, etc. Then animations, where CSS transitions are all about altering the element properties as they move from state to state. CSS animations are dependent on keyframes and animation properties. Keyframes are used to define the styles an element will have at various times. There are 8 animation properties are there, like animation delay, direction, duration, fill mode, iteration count, play state, timing function, etc. So all those properties are available. We can create the web page more and more interactively. This is a coding example to show the keyframes for the left animation. So that's all about the CSS cascaded style sheets and its types, and the advanced version of CSS, CSS3, and various options supported by the CSS3. Thank you.